all right. Get ready to get them started here.
I think Thomas is coming. He said that he's not out of town.
Okay.
And I think Rod's coming.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Make sure they see it. Yeah.
Okay. We'll do.
You think you can try to find that Christmas playlist and put on?
I will for it.
All right.
If I get a chance. Okay. The station manager giving me some requests. It's all good. All right. Oh, boy, that's fun. Okay.
Those of us that indulge in orchid and sexual violence don't do so for the pleasure of male masturbation or ego dignity. We do so because the chains of oppression in our people's minds are deep, different tragedy.
Happy holiday, Bessie. I see you. All right. Good morning, my children of the sun. Welcome to the Overnight on WHGE 95.3, the Advocacy Education Station. I'm your host and third eye optometrist, Patrice Gibbs. Yes, D, ready to get it started. Yep, I know what today is. Some of y'all may not expect me here, huh? Yeah, but I'm here. I'm here to keep you informed. That's right. Look, I like this right here. Wait a minute, let me bring it over here. If the truth makes you uncomfortable, don't blame the truth. Blame the lie that made you comfortable. Y'all remember, it's Christmas Day. Yeah, for those of you, I got a little holiday thing for you at the end of the show. Kids are looking for Santa Claus. Yes, indeed. Yeah, buddy. Santa Claus. Man, remember a few years ago, it wasn't that long, maybe less than 5 years ago, Fox News host and extreme racist hussy Laura Ingraham got all bent out of shape because some of the malls had black Santa Claus. Oh, she said, Santa Claus is white. She's arguing over a fictional character. Santa Claus, he's white, and so is Jesus. That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said. Well, look, let me tell you something here. All right, like I said, first of all, Santa Claus is a fictional character, but Santa Claus is based, as a lot of people know, on St. Nicholas. Now, who is St. Nicholas? St. Nicholas was a Christian Turkish Moor, okay? Let me say that to you again. St. Nicholas was a Christian Turkish Moor. If he was a Moor, that means he was black. Now, a lot of people aren't willing to accept that, I'm pretty sure, okay? But all you have to do is go on Google up St. Nicholas, and you will see from the ancient paintings that this was a man of color. You know, I don't like using that word, but, you know, if he was a black man, he was of African descent, whether he is in Turkey or not, because he is everywhere. Now, how did a Christian Turkish Moor from Turkey, okay, and it wasn't called Turkey at that time, Constantinople, now it's Istanbul. I guess it was called Turkey then, so because the Constantinople was the major city, and it's changed to Istanbul. I used to live there when I was in the service. At any rate, as time went on, and the legend of St. Nicholas, who was known to feed the poor, to look after children, give children gifts during the winter solstice, which Christmas is based on. That's why we celebrate it on the 25th. Okay, and as his legend spread, by the time he got to Sweden, the Dutch and the Nordic states of Europe, the pronunciation was Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus. And by the time it got to the U.S., okay, and Coca-Cola got a hold of him, this black Christian Moor priest turned white. And you get ignorant fools with no knowledge of their history, like Nora Ingram's, premier racist on Fox News. Santa Claus is white. He just is. Well, the fictional character Santa Claus is white. And of course, the most popular figure is the jolly fat white man that comes down your chimney, with the beard and this, that, and the other. So that's how a black saint from Turkey was turned into a fat, jolly white man because it was marketable. All right, this is the open eye. Like I said, if the truth makes you uncomfortable, don't blame the truth, blame the lie that made you comfortable. And that's what all y'all, but you know what? It's something. I'm going to tell you what your January bills are doing. They stay in the back looking at all that stuff you couldn't afford under the tree. See, part of the problem is we're not producers, we're consumers. And I'm talking to y'all, black people. That's where we have moved away from African spirituality. But no matter what they did, they could not kill our ancestors' spirituality. They tried from Cuba to Brazil, from Nigeria to Haiti, from New Orleans to the Geechee Islands of South Carolina. It survived everything. The propaganda, the stereotypes, the stigma, and still they rise. That's right. And Sister Bessie said, no such thing as Santa. My parents made sure we knew. My dad said he is not giving no white man credit for the money he spent. All right? And I know how someone, it's tradition and this, that, and the other. What was a tradition that was pretty much beaten into you, that you were indoctrinated with? This is the Open Eye, WHGE, 95.3 FM.
Views and opinions expressed on Open Eye are those of the host, guests, and contributors, and do not reflect the policy or position of WHGE 95.3 FM nor our sponsor, the Delaware Center for Homeless Justice. Any content provided by Open Eye hosts, guests, or contributors are theirs and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, company, or individual.
Patrice Gibbs, third eye optometrist. All right. And that's my thing today, the truth. If the truth makes you uncomfortable, you might want to go somewhere else. Our history, which I am a student of and often speak on, no matter the factual data, all the books written about blacks by their conquerors reflected the conqueror's viewpoint. You understand that? You clear on that? I hope so. Sir, the thing is this, and I'm talking to Caucasians. Who often want to try to hide their racism. Look, you're probably a racist if you say stuff like, I don't mean to sound racist, but soon as you say that, I know you get ready to say some racist crap. I don't mean to sound racist, but you're probably a racist if you say, most black people, how the hell you know about most black people? People that say that usually are people that have been watching too many TV shows. I remember when I was in boot camp in the Air Force. White guy had never met a black person in his life asked me what it was like to grow up in the ghetto. And we all grew up in the ghetto. That's what he thought. Too many episodes of Good Times. I told him, I have no idea. I didn't know what it was like to grow up in the ghetto. That's a moniker that Caucasians put on our communities and what have you. So I had no idea because I didn't grow up in the ghetto. My parents were divorced and had no memory of them being together. My father was supportive. If you ask my mother if she was a single mother, she'd tell you no. She's a single woman because my father was in my life. Spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Take a lesson, some of you young brothers. And also take a lesson, some of you young sisters with the baby mama drama and won't let your baby's father see his children behind some bitter crap. Anyway, back to, you're probably a racist if you say, I'm not racist, but yes you are. Or if you say some crap like, why do black people act like that? That's some racist crap. And how many times have you heard some white person or some Negro peeing Sambo say something like, you people. Now this next one is one I really hate. I don't see color. I don't see race. You lying ass. Because you got a driver's license and you stop at the red light, you do see color. And the reason you made that statement is because you do see race. And when you say, I don't see color, you're indicating that there's something wrong with my beautiful dark skin. Go to hell. If people would stop talking about race, there'd be no racism. Is that the silliest crap you ever heard? I'll tell you somebody that said that and really pissed me off. And that's Morgan Freeman. I hate it when black people say that. And people would just stop talking about race. Excuse me. Because if you stop talking about the problem, you're not addressing the problem. Jeez Louise. How can you fix a problem if you don't address it and talk about it? When you don't want to talk about it, it's because your sorry ass been involved in the racism and oppression that we're having to deal with, that you don't want us to talk about. From 1844 to like 1866, there was actually a gag rule, a gag law in the States, in the U.S., that forbid people about talking about abolishing slavery. Yeah. They're getting a little loud out there. I'm going to have to take a little musical break and quiet them down. Give me a minute. All right. WHGE 95.3 FM. The Open Eye. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, Lord, I'm here. All right, all right. I know some people didn't tune in, but that's all right. Go ahead and celebrate your little holiday. Mm. All right. Nsoromma getting set.
I thought you were supposed to say the best to last. It's going to get better?
It's going to get better, bro.
Oh, Lord. You are on it, baby.
I'm just getting started.
All right, tell him to keep his mouth on that mic.
Yes, I will. I will.
Nsoromma.
Yeah.
Treat it like you would treat a titty.
Oh, sucky there. Watch out. Lord mercy. All right. We'll be back as soon as Nsoromma gets set up here. And I'm going to get back to this list. Yes, sir. See some thumbs up happening there on Facebook Live. That's all good. All right. Nsoromma getting it set up. All right. Listen to that Roma. All right. WHGE 95.3 FM. The open eye. Well, I'm the third eye optometrist, Patrice Gibbs, joined by
Nsoromma in the building.
yes, indeed, our intellectual surgeon. Chop, brother.
Chop.
All right. Yes, indeed.
Hello, world.
Oh, now, we just, we're listening to that Rona.
Oh, yeah, that Rona.
Yeah, and you can hear it live.
Oh, yeah. December the 28th at the House of Laughs. Implosion will be performing. So come support. You dig me? And link up and get a ticket because, it's a ticket event.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. Be there, be square, as the old heads used to say.
What's happening, everybody?
Hey, all right.
I hear you coming in, too.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, yeah, buddy. And look, I'm going to get back to this list of things things you say you're probably racist if you say. And the last one was if people stop talking about race, there'd be no racism. That's just silly. Right? Yeah, moving right along. And you're probably racist if you say, I admire, insert any famous black person's name, and Dr. Ben Carson. All right? You admire, and I know, white racists aren't going to say they admire Malcolm X or Huey P. Newton. They will probably say they admire Rosa Parks or Dr. King. That's acceptable because they have watered down their history enough so that it's palatable to them. You're a damn liar if you claim that you love Dr. King. I heard that. And you claim you admire Dr. King because at the time of his death, Dr. King was one of the most hated men in America.
Why?
Yeah, because he was doing things to uplift our people.
Because he asked for that money.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
He wanted segregation. He wanted all this other stuff for our people, but he didn't want no money. Then when he started asking for the money and started going after our reparations, he got done in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's word. And now, of course, a lot of people would say it was the Vietnam War. That may have been a factor, but the thing about the Vietnam War really supports what Nsoromma said. It was about that money.
Definitely. Hey, that's what it's all about.
That's what it is. You're probably racist if you have to say, I have black friends.
I have white friends.
Yeah.
Am I racist?
Well, but do you have to go around and defend your racism with the fact that you have white friends? No.
Around my white friends?
Yeah. You never have to say to your white friends, I have white friends, right?
No,
and I have white friends that never have to defend their racism to me.
Right.
Because they don't do racist crap.
Right.
So they never have to jump up and say, well, I have black friends. As soon as you say that, I know who your black friend is. And one of them Negro pins or that Negro pin big wench, Candace Owens.
Yo. Did you hear her and Trump talking?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Was that the man? Look, that was so crazy. That was so crazy. Because she's up there trying to kick the lies, right? And I don't know if Trump bumped his head or that
Trump
last time he went.
Trump was going.
Yeah, and that last time he went to the hairdresser, you know,
to get his food face, fixed.
Yeah, I like that, his food face. You know, the last time he went to the hairdresser, some of that chemical dripped down his ear, and he bust out telling the truth and embarrassed the hell out of silly ass Candace Owens. Oh yeah, I like that. That was all right. And Candace Owens, what an idiot. You know, it's something. Well, you know, she got a nice bag for that interview.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
She asked for the bag first, man.
Oh, I'm sure. That's what.
That's her first question. How much am I getting paid? I say whatever you need me to say. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. You're probably racist if you say, if I said black people do this, there would be an uproar. Okay. If you came out and said some racist crap, doggone right, there would be an uproar. And look, here's the thing. And white people like to say this. Well, what about the killings in Chicago? Okay. Well, what about the fact that Chicago is flooded with drugs and guns by the government?
See, they always elude the creator of the problem. And go straight to the people with the problem and act like they caused the problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it got to change. We got to start standing up and give the government their drugs back.
That's right.
You know, we got to really put foot down and start arming and policing our own community and not letting them do that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to really put our foot down and become a unity and let them know that it's not an uprise. We care about our people and we care about our families and our communities. That's not an uprise. That's caring.
That's right.
But they'll say words that'll make, you know, the media call them kids just acting out, and then black kids, they thugs and terrorists and all that. I mean, the language is the key, and they always use it on us.
That's right. And that's what this is about. It's about the language. Okay? If you say race baiting, okay, what is race baiting? Because black people don't race bait. That's what y'all do. That's what Caucasians do. That's what right-wing racist white people do. Okay? And they do it in ways we're going to talk about a little later. Okay? What is reverse racism? If you say anytime you use the term as a white person, well, reverse racism. The only way that you could get reverse racism, if we go back in time before Columbus sailed to America.
That little rock, it's a little rock. It ain't. He landed on the Plymouth Rock, and it's a little rock.
No, he landed in the Caribbean. Hispaniola, which is now, I think, Cuba now.
So where they get?
He discovered America.
The Plymouth Rock at? Where that come from?
Plymouth Rock is in New England, in Massachusetts. I'm pretty sure. Plymouth.
I thought it was in D.C.
No. It's in
I thought it was really a rock.
Well, actually, it is.
It's really a rock, right?
Yeah. You know, so let me tell you something.
What?
There was already a Spanish colony in Florida by the time they hit Plymouth Rock. It was a little slow on that. Okay. Like I said, the only way you get reverse racism, if we go back in time, and you know, before the African had any contact with the European, and the Africans sailed to Europe and kidnapped people and then took them somewhere else to the New World or whatever, enslaved them for 400 years, and then when, you know, we got our society and this, that, and the other, that's the only way you can reverse racism. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. And playing the race card. We do not play the race card. Well, yes, we do. We play the race card because that's the card you dealt us. We talk about this because this is the situation that you put us in. When I hear somebody say, when you talk too much about that black stuff and it's a black person, you get cussed out. That's where you get cussed out. Bigger than dead, you know.
It's like they want to force you to forget your history.
Mm-hmm.
How you going? They didn't force the Jews to forget their history. They didn't force other nationalities to forget their history. You know what I'm saying? But they want to try to push that on us.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's wrong about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just wrong. You know?
See, the thing is this. All right?
What?
You had, doing school desegregation, especially in the 50s.
That was that was a little bit for me.
Okay. Where, you had a black child, a little girl had to be escorted by the FBI. And she was strong enough to survive that. If our children were strong enough to survive the racist, violent reaction that whites had to our children going to school with their children, they were strong enough to survive that. All right? Then your white privileged, sorry ass little gun-toting children should be strong enough to learn about it. I tell you what.
Right, now how is that? Does that seem right, world? How does that sound? You want to take our history out of the curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is that? That in itself is racist to the 10th power.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So how can you fold your skinny lips to say that? That's crazy. Don't do that. That's ignorant.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
So,
but they don't want to talk about it.
That's crazy.
I had mentioned earlier, I don't know if you heard this when you were coming in, about the gag rule that they had from 1844 to 1866, okay, in America, where it was against the law.
That's terrible, man.
To talk about the abolition of slavery throughout the 13, 15, whatever number of colonies or states there were at the time.
But that's how they trying to silence what it is they're doing.
Right.
How you going to say this is against the law to say, but the N-word is not against the law to say? Come on, man. You have to think about the structure. It's the structure of it. If we don't attack the structure, it's always going to be in place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's messy, man.
That's messy because when exposing a crime is treated as committing a crime, you're ruled by criminals.
Wow.
And that's that. You're ruled by criminals. And the stuff that we had to put up with during those slavery days and what have you. For instance, you ever heard of the whistle walk?
No.
Okay. The whistle walk, okay. The path that slaves took to deliver food from the kitchen building of a plantation to the main dining room.
Okay.
Okay, that was the walk. Slaves were expected to whistle during this walk in order to ensure their masters that they were not eating the food.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they could have been sprinkling dirt on it
and they did. Some of them did too.
I mean, this thing that's Yo, it's crazy. Man.
Yeah,
I can't believe some of the stuff that
that they put us through,
and that we let them put us through. I will be one of the dead ones. I know that. If I'm bringing you a plate, you will be poisoned.
Oh, I feel you.
I'm sorry. That's just me, but. I'd rather die and then be on my knees. It's just that simple. I'm a warrior, and I'm going to be a warrior to the end. I
don't blame you, brother.
That's messy, man. That's really messy.
That's what it is, And this is the kind of stuff that we had to deal with. And, of course, the reason that they did that,
right?
Okay, was because they were, feeding them just enough to survive. You're a slave and you're here, you cooking roasted pig and roast chicken and all kind of stuff to feed the slave master, and you had mush for breakfast. And you don't think I'm going to steal some of this food? But the slaves...
It ain't even about stealing. I'm making me a plate from this food. Whatever. What are you talking about?
Believe that.
I'm making it.
Yeah.
or I'm flipping the whole table over. And then you're just going to have to kill me again.
Yep.
I'm on go, for real.
I heard that.
Now, if all of us feel like the way I feel, they would have took over the crib.
Yeah.
They'd have took over the crib.
You know what? And I'm going to get to that.
What?
Let me tell you. Because all of them weren't scared. The fear, I understand. I understand the fear. Okay? Understand what they were going through. Because they would take, you know, a big, strong black man, what they call a black buck, you know, and break him in front of everybody. They would take a strong woman who was pregnant and hang her upside down by her feet and cut her baby out and stomp his head. You know, and they did these things to instill fear. And a lot of times that crap worked, you know. But like I said, our people were resilient and survivors. You know what they would do? They would take a brick, well, they didn't have, well, I guess they did have bricks. They would take a brick or a big rock, okay?
Right.
And bust a cow in the head with it.
Right.
Okay? And then go tell the slave master, the plantation owner, that cow's sick. He'll look at that cow and say, okay, you darkies go here and kill that cow and cut him up and cook him because we ain't going to eat him.
Right. So that the manipulation is serious all over. But that's what they had to do to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that probably was the best cow out there on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you know, that's what. And like I said, you know, this is the stuff that, you know, we had to do to survive. But everybody wasn't scared. Okay? One, you had those that ran away. Two, you had those that fought revolts. For instance, we always talk about the Underground Railroad and going north for freedom.
right.
Everybody ain't go north. You had some people that went south into Florida, which was still a Spanish colony, and joined with the Seminole Native Americans and fought back. And not only that, but you also had Mexico. Blacks went into Mexico because Mexico had abolished slavery something like 30 or 40 years before the U.S. And you had black presidents in Mexico. And
I thought Mexico was basically black anyway. From the beginning of Mexico, it was blacks.
Well, before the European came.
Right.
Because once the European came, you know, the Spanish came into Mexico, which is why they speak Mexican.
They got black Mexicans too.
Oh yeah, Afro-Mexicans.
And I was saying
Afro-Latinas.
So how? Okay, it's just you said they went north and then some people went south. Some people went west and east too.
That's right.
Black people is all over this globe.
But my point is this:
I'm just saying
they went to Mexico. Okay?
Right.
And when they went to Mexico, they were free. All right?
Okay.
I know people right now that have left the U.S., black people, and moved to Mexico because guess what? You can ride down the street in your car and a cop is behind you. It's not the feeling you have here. Okay? Now, what happened with Mexico, which, abolished slavery, okay? A lot of people think that, when the United States fought Mexico and took Texas, all right, that it was about freeing the people of Texas who had, colonized Texas and went in there. No, what it was about was the Mexicans wouldn't allow slavery in Texas, and the U.S. was determined that there was going to be slavery in Texas, and that's why they fought the Mexican War. Okay? It was about us. See? I don't know what word in the English language, I can't find one, that applies to people who are willing to sacrifice the literal existence of organized human life so they can put a few more dollars in highly overstuffed pockets. The word evil doesn't begin to approach it. That's a quote by Noam Chomsky. Noam Chomsky is a professor that you will definitely want to check out.
Okay.
It's the WHGE 95.3 FM.
Yeah. Bruh. Yo, what's good, y'all? Cedric, Michelle, hey, how you doing? I see y'all watching. Stay tuned. Keep tuning in every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Hadid. I mean, what's up? Me say, Trey say, I feel better. I feel so much better, girl. Yo, listen. Vita, hey, y'all ain't making the Larry party. I was, I see the pictures, yo. That's what's up. Y'all look good. Angie, what's happening?
All right.
Reg, yo, Todd, what's happening?
Doing it. My implosion. Catch them Tuesday, December 28th. Don't listen. All right.
Stink, what's up? Tell mama say happy birthday.
Yeah. WHGE 95.3 FM. Now this happened a little minute ago, but it just tripped me out so much. All right. This black woman is in Connecticut. What was the bank? It was TD Bank.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This black woman who got money in the bank goes and fills out a withdrawal slip, presents it to the teller. It's over $1,000. And the teller looks at her, and she goes to the computer, and she talks to the manager, and this, that, and the other. And then she comes back, and she tells this black woman she's not comfortable giving her the money. And this woman, Gwen Samuel, she's a Connecticut businesswoman. She's a businesswoman. She got in the bank. She had her bank card and her license and everything, you know. And they were cordial and polite, and not they, you know. She couldn't even say they were rude. But the teller said, "I'm not comfortable giving you your money." Oh, I probably would have got locked up. Because out of my money, this is my money that I'm drawing out. And this woman going to sit up here and tell me she's not comfortable giving me my money.
Nah, it ain't. And see, in that situation, you don't say nothing. You go get a lawyer and you sue the bank for more money than what's in there.
That's
you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we got to stop responding to their racist tactics.
Right.
You understand?
With emotionalism.
With emotion. It's get that paperwork in on them. The police put paperwork in on you. When they call on you, they come in with paperwork, a book and a pen, and getting the investigation started. If not, they kill you. So it's either they're going to lock you up or they're going to kill you. Yep. And if they lock you up, paperwork come with it.
That's right.
So that's the only way they can put it over your head. So we have to start thinking lawsuit and paperwork first and not punch you in your mouth first.
Right.
Take that off the board. Punch them in the mouth and beat them all up and all of that. Take that off the board.
It's not profitable.
Punch them in the pocket.
That's it. Punch them in the pocket.
Punch them in the pocket.
We going to make that a
cut. We're going to make a cut. Punch them in the pocket.
Punch them in the pocket. That's word. I'm with that. Well, this is what she did.
What?
She punched him in the pocket because she's suing him. She closed her account. Yes, indeed. Big up, sister. Big up, sister. That's right. She closed her account, right? And she's suing him for racism.
That's right.
Sure is.
Be smart. Be smart. A lot of us must be more smarter because there's a lot of cases and lawsuits out here.
That's right.
And we have to start doing that and getting our money up, and then we can start doing investing in our own communities through these lawsuits and through our process of getting some of this money back from these thieves and these terrorists and these people.
That's what. And I'll tell you something, bro. And I've been thinking about this because we talk about solutions.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, something that happens to our communities is going to happen here.
Right.
It happens in Harlem. It happens in black communities where they target our communities for gentrification. We need to learn how to reverse that. Okay? And the way we do it is like this. We target a certain section of the city.
Right.
And we concentrate with our finances and our support on that section of the city and build it up for us.
Right.
We open businesses in that area. You know, we put a school in that area.
Right.
Okay. We build it up socially, spiritually, and financially.
Right.
Okay. And once we get that done, we move on to another section as a city. And we invest in us as we take over each segment. We don't have to take over a whole big segment. Take over a few blocks.
It ain't even got to be a few blocks. It could be one block. And
Right.
we start from one block.
Mhm.
But we have to do it. We can't talk about it.
Right.
We have to get these people and we have to get these investors and we have to have willingly strong-minded individuals like ourselves that are warriors and ain't scared to fight or put your hands up to guard yourself.
Right.
And then it can be done easily.
Now, I tell you, and one of the things you said was get these investors. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, those of you that are in a position to invest, do not take the mindset of Magic Johnson. Because Magic Johnson said, if you're not on my financial level, we can't talk about doing business. Magic, did you forget how you got where you are? Because somebody who was above your financial station, okay, was willing to show you the way and to invest and join you in business. Stop that.
That's what I liked about
European
Tupac.
mindset.
They had to kill Tupac for that simple fact. Because it wasn't about his fame. It was about his people.
Right.
It was about the unification of our own, having our own and having our own doctors and having our own stores and our own car dealers. And I mean, everything is, financially provided by us.
Right.
And
That's
you
what-
think they really let us do that? They burned down all the places that has started doing that. It's 2021 right now still, and we still on the race issue of this thing. So where is the line drawn? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The line has to be drawn with you.
That's
It
right.
starts with you.
Right.
You
And
can't
don't
go through that.
don't get caught up in that mindset of they won't let. Okay? Because it made me think I think it was Richard Pryor one time said, "Oh, your wife let you do that? Ain't nobody let me nothing.
Right.
I get it. And you don't like it, you can go to hell." That's word.
Boo! That was fake. Yo, my boobs be late, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be doing it on purpose so you can get the feeling.
So you can get it. Yeah. Hold on, let's go back to the block.
Okay.
Remember the judge, Michelle Odinette, that said her the sedatives that she took after her car was burglarized caused her to say the N-word. Okay, give you a little update on this racist hussy who was a judge. One, her son was on the track team at LSU. LSU said, no, you're not on the track team no more. You're not representing our school. Good. Now,
that's how they gotta shut it down.
Right.
It ain't us to shut it down neither on that aspect.
No,
it's their
them.
fellow brother and sister that has to start too.
That's right.
I mean, this is almost a everybody job. that if you don't like what's going on, you have to voice your opinion,
right, and do something
let
about
them know. Don't do this around me. I'm your same color, and I'll get in your back. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So,
and I got a couple of Caucasians you don't want to do this around.
Right.
Because they will come down on you.
Yeah.
All right. Now the New Orleans District Attorney ordered his office's Civil Rights Division to review all the cases prosecuted by this one-time assistant district attorney who's now a judge on paid leave after her racist tirade on video. The division will review all cases prosecuted by her when she was a DA. Right? See, they moving in the right direction on this hustle.
When you do something so much and then you get mad because it don't work right for you, you cuss that situation out, and it come out, the real come out. So when that happened, you need to go back and check all of their cases under what they was, especially if it was a black person that they was dealing with, and review all of theirs.
Yep. Okay.
The mask.
Kim Potter. All right. Found guilty. Killing. She was found guilty of manslaughter. She killed Dante Wright.
Okay.
It wasn't it was a mistake.
That was the taser chick with
Yeah,
the
the taser
hand,
chick.
with the right
Yeah.
hand, the kill hand or the taser hand, kill hand or the taser hand, kill hand or the taser hand.
Right.
And you do that 2,000 times. You don't know which hand is the hand.
Right.
But okay.
Now, see, well, part of the problem was she had a trainee in the car.
Don't matter.
Okay? And she felt that the trainee needed to have as much interaction with people as possible. So they pulled Deontay Wright over for having an air freshener hanging from his rear view mirror.
Just listen to that, man.
Yeah. Just some
That's
petty,
harassment, man.
just petty crap.
And then see, if he was smart enough to let them do their thing, right? And then once they leave, he put a lien on their firearm. Forget the police now. This is not this. This is he's a permit carrier. Put a lien on his firearm and have him in court because he could have killed me.
Right.
He was acting all irate and all that. You write that down and put a lien. The insurances that these police carry for their guns and stuff, they don't like that.
No.
They don't like no type of written information about them carrying their weapon. So you have to start using their law against them too.
Right. Now check it. All right. Now when she was found guilty, okay, when you're found guilty, what happens? They cuff you up and they take you on. Her attorney said she doesn't pose a threat to the community. I'll be damned. She just now killed somebody because she said she mistaked her firearm for a taser. How the hell you gonna stand up here and say, hey, well, the judge didn't go with that. They were like, nah, we ain't getting her no bail. You sent her ass to jail.
Because that judge would have been scrutinized.
Yes.
But he only did it because
It was a
of
female
so
judge.
much light on the case. But normally, they go, oh, Sandra, girl, listen, I know it happens sometimes, girl, because, the heat of the situation,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
So go ahead over there into the insane asylum for 2 months, and you can come back, you have your job.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
That's right. And I tell you, of course, they try to blame Deontay Wright for his own murder, which is, par for the course. They always do that.
Nah, you're supposed to, if I'm coming, I'm the one armed. I'm legally being able to shoot you. I understand that. You understand?
Yep.
So when they come to your car, you got to be respectful. It ain't no, I'm going to do this. You can't do nothing right now.
Right.
So you just go ahead and supposed to just let them lock you up or let you go.
Right.
Don't argue. Don't be trying reaching or grab and go under the seat and all of this. Don't get killed.
Right. That's it.
You
You're
understand?
behind enemy lines.
Exactly. When they pull you over, you are on a road to be dead if you don't respond correctly. It's just that simple.
That's right.
I mean,
And that's why I said, don't get emotional behind enemy lines.
right.
And even if you do, they don't have the right to kill you, though.
I mean, but they do. They don't have a right to do a lot of stuff, and they do.
And they do.
And the government don't have a right to a lot of stuff, but they do.
They do.
They forcing you to get this injection.
That's right.
But hey. That's how real it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's word.
That's just how real it is.
Now, the N-word. Henry County. All right. Where the hell is Henry County? It's in Georgia.
Henry County?
Yeah, it's in Georgia. Big surprise. Okay. Hundreds of students protest because they demand the dismissal of a teacher who is determined to keep using the N-word.
And this is a white teacher?
Oh, yeah, and do it in front of the class. Do you know? And they want him fired. Now, they complain to the
First
principal.
of all, before you even get that deep and get all the way to the students, the principal and the administrative staff supposed to have been handling that. It shouldn't even have got to the kids. So I think everybody at the school should be fired. Period. All of that.
Well, of course, the students went to the principal. The principal didn't respond.
Wow.
Okay? So the students protested, and they even went to the superintendent, who a month later sent out the principal did get on the intercom and apologize to the students, but they didn't fire this teacher who's telling these the N-word.
Both of them supposed to be gone, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
now, what the teacher said...
They must be family. They family?
Probably
Is
so.
the principal last name the same as the teacher's last name?
No, but it probably his first cousin removed.
Yeah, it's like married to his sister. Something's connected there. You know what I'm saying? And that's terrible, man.
Now, what this teacher said is...
Wagwan.
You say the
Wagwan. Wagwan.
You say the N-word, so I can say it. No, you can't. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how many black friends you have. It doesn't matter who you down with. It doesn't matter how tight your flow is on the mic. It doesn't matter how many black people you heard say it. If you are white, you are not allowed to use the N-word. It's not funny. It doesn't make you hit. It will never make you one of us. Don't do it. Okay? Look, I'll let a white guy break it down for you. All right? This white dude, Tim Wise, anti-racist.
Okay.
Tim Wise said there are two conversations that have to be had about the N-word. There's a conversation that black people have to have and are having, and it's their conversation. I, as a white man, have no part, nor should I try to be part of that. Nor should I try to influence that, because as a white person, I will not bear the consequences of whatever decision black people make when, if, and how to use the word. And I have to trust, unless I'm a racist and a pretty vicious one at that black people are smart enough to figure out for themselves when and how and if to use the word. The second conversation that I have to engage in as a white person, which is, should I ever use it? And the answer to that is very simple, and it's very obvious to me as a white man. The answer is no. Irrespective of how many nice young white folks who say black people use it and it's a double standard, well, so is history. Get the hell over it. In historical context, it has never been used as a term of endearment in the mouths of white people. It has always been used as a denigrating slur by white folks. It's not cute or ironic. It doesn't work. Don't use it. And that's from the white man.
Look, it's like this. You can use it, but you're going to get these stitches.
Yeah, there's consequences.
That's it. You can use it. You could use it, but when you get stitches, don't be upset.
That's right.
I look at it as a terroristic threat. I'm on terrorism now. You guys terrorize us for years.
Yeah, for centuries.
That is called a terrorist to me. So, anytime I go down, I go into terrorist mode and
deal with you
terminate. It's terminate. You understand?
That's right.
I have a family I gotta go home to. I'm not gonna sit and argue with you over thinking that you gonna kill me or pull out a gun and shoot me because you racist.
That's right.
I don't have time for that.
And like Tim Wise said, it's not cute. Don't think it is. It's not funny. And I tell you something. If you think you hit, or you'd have been accepted because you listen to hip hop and maybe you got a little flow, let me tell you something. Really hip white people never have to deny being racist. They never have to tell you how many black friends you have, like we said earlier. They don't need a black pass. And as far as too hip to ever use the N-word, as for honorary blacks, there's no such thing. Don't get it mixed. There ain't no such thing as an honorary black that can use the N-word. WHGE 95.3 FM.
You did.
Yeah, you know what?
What? You gonna keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going, right? Keep going. Get him.
All right.
Yeah, it's Hughes.
All right.
You hear him?
Listen, I know a lot of you are celebrating Christmas. I want you to do some homework. Okay?
On Christmas?
On Christmas.
Oh.
And on Christianity.
Oh, okay.
I really want you to do some homework on Christianity. Okay? And whatever religion you may be caught up in, know what you are worshiping. Now, Christianity has been the major religion of the Western world for almost 2,000 years. Yet the Western world has been the cause of all the worst man-induced catastrophes in the world. World War I was started by Christians, in which more than 20 million people died. World War II was started by Christians, in which more than over 16 million people died. Over 100,000 in one day when Christians dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Christians conducted what was called the Holy Inquisition, where millions of people known as heretics, because they said so, were burned at the stake at the hands of the Roman Catholic Church. A practice that continued for over 600 years. Know your history. With such a diabolical history, it would be the height of foolishness for African people to continue to adhere to and believe in the doctrine that is the major tool of the subjugation of our people used by global white supremacy. Amen. Mm-hmm. Yes, well,
What?
you know, I try to respect everybody and what they believe and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I know a lot of you are celebrating the holiday. I grew up celebrating the holiday. I celebrated Christmas when I was a kid, even though my parents let it be known that was their money under the tree. Don't get it mixed. And no jolly fat white man.
They the one slid down the chimney, which was the front door.
Which was the front door.
Or the back door.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's word. Don't get it mixed. My parents didn't play that. Yo, you Santa Claus all day long.
What is the thought process for you to even fathom to say that this guy ain't bringing all the gifts to everybody in the world?
You know,
This one guy is going to go around the whole world and bring you these things.
Yeah, it's a fantasy. Okay, and I understand, you know.
Come on, man.
Yeah. But I'm going to go out peaceful today. We're going to go out with some peace today, bro.
We're going to go out with some peace.
Yeah, we're going to go out with some peace, okay? As we go through the holiday season and enter the new year and celebrate our different holidays in our many different ways,
Right.
Some celebrated, some yet to be celebrated, let us respect our differences and celebrate those things we have in common, like our love for friends and family,
Right.
our collective desire for peace and prosperity,
True.
and hope for the new year.
That's most definitely.
Mm-hmm. We define holidays in a myriad of different ways, and that's okay. A preferable definition is one stated by a little-known progressive philosopher. A holiday or holy day is any day you are blessed to put your feet on the floor in the morning. A holiday or holy day is every day that you're blessed with the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life,
True that.
in your community, in the world.
That's right.
Words to live by and make a difference. Season's greetings, Ramadan Mubarak, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Habarigani, Happy Holidays, and a happy and prosperous New Year from the Open Eye. I'm Patrice Gibbs.
Nsoromma. To you.
All right, all right. And as we always tell you, destiny determines who enters your life, but you decide who stays. Therefore, value those who value you, and don't treat those as a priority who treat you
As an option.
as an open eye.
WHGE 95.3 FM. Tune in next Saturday, same time, same place. You dig? Yo,
Hey.
good job, man.
Thank you.
Yo, what's up, Vaughn? I seen you tuned in a little late today, baby. We was looking for you. Sherry, what's happening?
That's my cousin Sherry.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what's up.
What's
Hey, yo. Zach, what's good? E-Day. Tuesday, baby, it's gonna be popping. You hear me?
Don't miss it.
Word. Yo, I'd like to thank all y'all for supporting us, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned in, keep hitting us up, and yo, we appreciate it, and we love y'all support, and yo, y'all need us, hit us up. Don't be scared to call the line. 844-944-3953. You dig? Pat, what's happening?
Hey. Enjoy your holiday. Right? Look forward to the new year. And don't forget, Tuesday night. Where is it at?
House of Lad.
The House of Land.
1206 Union Street.
That's Implosion and Smooth. Don't miss it. Big ups, and we love y'all. Peace.
Brah. Yo, Will, what's good? You all late today? You